Hello everyone, this is KR Bhardwaj. I always welcome you to my YouTube channel, Font of English Education. Today we are gonna start parts of speech. Till now we have learned alphabet, types of clauses, types of sentences. If you haven't watched those videos, please go to the home page of the channel and watch. Before starting about noun, I would love to tell you about parts of speech. Parts of speech. There are 8 parts of speech in English: noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, conjunction, preposition, and interjection. I repeat: noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, conjunction, preposition, and interjection. So these parts of speech are very important to know, to understand a language, to write a language. Every language has its own parts of speech. So today we will start from noun. My dear friends, if I know most of you are able to understand what is the parts of speech because you know very well about parts of speech. If any one of you doesn't know about it, don't worry, we will learn basic to advanced grammar over here. Noun. Let's start about noun. Noun is not an English word. It has been taken from Latin language. First it was French. It was a French word, and after that it was taken French to Latin, and now it's an English word. So noun, French, Latin, it has been taken from nomen. Guys, point to be noted. Word, Latin word, nomen. I'm so sorry, not nomen, it's nomen. So now it has been converted, it has been changed into noun in this form. So definition: everything that can be seen, that can be touched, that can be felt, smelt is called a noun, which can be a place, which can be a thing, and which can be a person. Point to be noted, my dear friends, everything around us is a noun that can be seen, that can be touched, that can be smelt, that can be felt. Okay, is a noun. Everything that can be seen, touched, felt, smelt is called a noun. Which can be a place, any place. Which can be a thing, anything, whatever you can see around you, that is a noun. And a person, anyone, any name, he is a person. For examples: boy, girl, man, gold, wood, water, Rahul, Rita, team, class, pity, anger, luck, smile, etc., etc. These are nouns. Everything. It's not no need to cram definition of noun. My dear friends, everything that you can see, that you can touch, that you can feel is a noun. Whatever you can see around you, whatever you can see is a noun. Water, earth, stone, sun, moon, star, air, no, pen, table, mage, animal, bird, insect, everything is a noun. So there are 2 types of noun that can be categorized into 2 categories. There are 5 types of noun, not 2. There are 5 types of noun that can be categorized into 2 categories. 2 categories. 2 category. First category, according to the first category, concrete noun. Second, abstract noun. According to the concrete noun, we have 4 types of noun: proper noun, common noun, material noun, and collective noun. And according to the abstract noun, there is only one kind of noun, that is called an abstract noun. My dear friends, we will learn about these all types step by step. There are 5 types of noun. We have categorized them into 2 categories. For first common noun, first proper noun, second common noun, third material noun, collective noun, and abstract noun. Only we have 5 types of noun. When we talk about here, noun: boy, girl, man, gold, wood, water, Rahul, Rita, team, class, till here, all these are concrete noun. I'm so sorry, all these are concrete nouns. When we talk of PT, Anger, luck, smile. These are abstract nouns. My dear friends, concrete nouns can be seen, can be touched. But when we talk about abstract noun, an abstract noun cannot be seen, cannot be touched. So here, like pity cannot be seen. So it's an abstract noun. Anger cannot be seen. It's an abstract noun. Luck, smile. These are okay. Smile and luck cannot be seen. We say good luck, bad luck, but we can't see luck. Where is luck? It's an abstract noun. Smile. You can say if you are thinking we can see smile. When a person smile, that is not smile. That we can see person's face, lips, but that is not smile. Smile is an abstract noun. In the next slide, we will learn about proper noun. When we talk about proper noun or proper noun is the name of a particular person, place, thing, or an organization. Proper nouns are always are capitalized in English. So here English is also a proper noun. So proper this that's why it is written, it is capitalized over here. So examples: Rahul, Rohan, Rahul, Sanjana, Mumbai, Delhi, India, Taj Mahal, Red Fort, Switzerland, Himachal Pradesh, Kulu Manali, Shimla, America, Pakistan, Bhutan, everyone, Nepal, every name, my name, your name, everyone's name is a proper noun. So point to be noted, in 99.99% cases we use proper noun singular, and we don't use article before a proper noun. But 0.1% cases we write article before a proper noun, we use plural. So plural, where when we talk about nationality, guys, point to be noted, when we talk about nationalities, sports, teams, in this case we use proper noun plural. We treat proper noun plural and write article before. When we talk about proper noun, here we can use a Rahul, a Sheetal. We can use article, but 0.1% cases the Shakespeare. We will learn of like the Jammu Kashmir is the Switzerland of India. Jammu Kashmir is the Switzerland of India. Here article has been used. I will teach you each and everything in article chapter. We will learn about it, why article has been used before a proper noun. So today we are learning about proper noun, noun. So if you are watching this video previously, please check playlist. Maybe noun, pronoun, adjective, article, everything has been completed if you are watching this video previously. So Rahul is playing cricket. Rahul is proper noun, singular verb. Rahul is playing cricket. Sheetal is singing a song. Sheetal, proper noun, singular noun. And verb singular. Rahul plays cricket. Sheetal sings a song. I go to office. He goes to school. She goes to college. The Indians, guys, point me note. The Indians are passionate about cricket. Here, Indian has been used. Okay, Indian. This is a proper noun. It has been used in a plural form. Okay, Indians. The article has been written before. The Indians are passionate about cricket. So my dear friends, point to be noted, passionate is over here as an adjective. It's an adjective. I'm so sorry, I'm writing roughly. It's an adjective, but passionate can be treated, can be used as a verb. Point to be noted. There are 3 sentences over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, second, third. One of them is 100% correct, and two sentences are incorrect. Are you able to recognize which one is correct? Let me read. The India has won the match by 2 wickets. It's incorrect sentence. India have won the match by 2 wickets. It's also an incorrect sentence. The India have won the match by 2 wickets. It's 100% correct sentence. It's a 100% correct sentence. Why, guys? Why this is correct and all okay? Whereas two sentences are incorrect. So here, India is proper noun. Proper noun singular verb. Proper noun doesn't take article. That's why. India plural verb. Proper noun plural verb. That's why this sentence is incorrect. The India have proper noun plural form, plural verb, plural form. When we talk about nationality, sports, teams, we use plural form of a proper noun, and plural form takes plural verb and article before a proper noun. So that's why this sentence is a correct sentence. We are talking about Indian team. Indian team have won the match. So that is India have won the match. Plural form, article, and after that plural verb. Common noun. A common noun is a name of the class of a person, thing, or place. Person, place, or thing. Example: boy, girl, man, animal, city, state, country, nation, building, monument, teacher, doctor, nurse, etc., etc. These are all common nouns. When we talk about boy, I'm not talking about a particular boy, means all boys. It tells us about class, category of boy, girls, all girls in the world, boy, all boys in the world, animal, city. There are many cities in the world, millions of cities. There are many states, many countries. So these are common nouns. Nation, for example, guys, point to be noted: noun, proper noun, or common noun always takes article. The boys are playing. It's incorrect. I'm not talking about plural. 99.99 cases, plural common nouns don't take article. So here it's incorrect sentence. A boy is playing, correct sentence. It's a correct sentence. Uh, the boy is playing. It's also a correct sentence. The girl is standing. Correct sentence. A girl is standing. When we talk about a boy, a girl, it tells about any girl, any boy. When we talk about the boy, the girl, it tells about definite sense. It gives us, expresses a definite sense. The boy, we know about that boy. The girl, we know about that girl. Material noun. A material noun that can be measured or weighed but cannot be counted. All the material nouns are material things. Example: gold, silver, iron, salt, oil, air, water, stone, milk, cement, ghee, cloth, etc., etc. These are material things. These are uncountable nouns. The material nouns cannot be counted. Water is flowing. It's a correct sentence. The copper is a good conductor of electricity. This is an incorrect sentence. Why? Because copper is a material noun. As you know before, material noun in 99.99% cases, material noun doesn't take article. A material noun doesn't take article. So here article, because it's a material noun, is an uncountable noun. Article has been written over here before a material noun. That's why it's an incorrect sentence. Copper is a good conductor of electricity. This is a correct sentence. The cotton is the best material in summer. This is an incorrect sentence because article has been used, written before a material noun. The milk contains lactic acid. The milk contains lactic acid. It's an incorrect sentence. Why? Because of the Now, if we remove article before material nouns, these sentences are 100% correct. So, my dear friends, I'm not talking about all, every time article we can't use before a material noun. The milk which has been kept in the fridge, it's 100%, it's a correct sentence. The milk which has been kept in the fridge is a 100% correct sentence. Number 4, collective noun. A noun that expresses, indicates a collection or group of people or things is called a collective noun. Example: class, audience, team, committee, family, jury, fleet, etc. These are collective nouns. These collective nouns can be treated both as a singular noun and as a plural. But when we talk about cattle, gentry, peasantry, infantry, cavalry, poultry, people, folk, children, etc., these collective nouns are always plural and always take plural verbs. Guys, point to be noted. Class, a group of students. Audience, a group of listeners and spectators. Team, a group of players. Committee, a group of people who have been chosen to decide something and to discuss something. Family, a group of people who are related to each other. Jury, a group of judges. Fleet, a group of aircraft, planes and ships. Cattle, a group of male and female cows. Gentry, people belonging to a high social class. Peasantry, people belonging to a normal social class. Infantry, the soldier who fought. Guys, point to me. Soldier who fought on foot. Who fight, I'm so sorry. Soldier who fight on foot. Cavalry, so the soldiers who fight on horses. Poultry, where birds are kept for their eggs and meat, like hens, ducks, etc. etc. For example, the team has won the match. Here, team is a collective noun. It has been written, it has been treated, used over as singular verb. Here, the team are fighting like street boys. In this sentence, team, same subject, a collective noun, but about plural. Guys, when a collective noun shows expresses unity, we use singular as, okay, we use a collective noun as a singular noun. When we talk about when a collective noun indicates, expresses, shows us division, we use plural. So that's why here the team are fighting like street boys. It's division. It indicates, this sentence indicates team, indicates division. Team shows division. So that's why team has, okay, with team we have been treated, we have used written plural verb. I will teach you each and everything in further video. This is the first video of noun, not last. We will learn each and everything basic. Cattle is grazing in the field. Here are three sentences. Cattle is grazing in the field. It's an incorrect sentence because cattle are treated, these cattle, gentry, peasantry, infantry are always plural and take plural verb. And here singular verb, that's why this is an incorrect sentence. The cattles, guys, point to be noted, we can't write cattles, peasantries, okay, gentries, peasantries, infantries, s and es, we can't write, we don't write because these are always plural. That's why this is an incorrect sentence. Cattle are grazing in the field, this is 100% correct. Okay, so you can write. In the next slide, we will learn about abstract nouns. Number 5, abstract noun. A noun that cannot be seen and touched but can be felt is called an abstract noun. For examples, beauty, honesty, peace, sympathy, bravery, truth, justice, childhood, oldness, idea, kindness, love, happiness, society, technology, education. It's technology, not technology. Most of students pronounce this word technology. It's not, it's technology, not technology. So my dear friends, we can use, sometimes we use article with this, with an abstract noun. Sometimes we use, often generally we don't use, every time we don't, but when we use, we will learn about in further in article classes. As I mentioned before, you can see beauty, honesty, peace. Guys, honesty that was shown by him was commendable, but we can't touch, we can see. Okay, we can't touch honesty, we can see. Sympathy, bravery, truth, justice, childhood, we can't see childhood, our childhood. We remember, we can remember, but we can't remind what we can't see. Okay, we can't touch. When we talk about oldness, no idea, I have got an idea. Where is idea? Are you able to show the idea? No, we can't touch, we can't see. Kindness, love, happiness, justice, society, technology, we can see mobile phone, computer, laptops, but not technology. Education, we can touch, we can see uh, books, a teacher, students, but not education. Honesty, for example, honesty is the best policy. My idea may surprise you this time. These are examples. So finishing this video over here, I would love to see you in the next session. Next session that will be noun and gender. I'm looking forward to meeting you in the next session. Till then, take care, goodbye, have fun.